What's up guys, my name's Liam and in today's video we're going to be taking a look at some brand new peripherals from RandomFrankP. He did a couple collabs, one on a mouse with Pulsar, the X2 Crazylight, and then also with X-Raypad he's bringing us a new control pad and some skates and grips as well. So in this video I'm going to be breaking down how my experience has been using all of them, and hopefully by the end of this video I'll be able to help you decide whether or not any one of these could be the perfect option for you. So let's check it out. And before we get started today, I did want to let you know that these were sent out to me. However, everything you'll be hearing in this video is going to be my own words and my own opinions. So we'll go ahead and start out with his mouse, the collab he did with Pulsar on the X2 Crazylight. Now, I already reviewed the X2 Crazylight on my channel, but long before I even got this version from RandomFrankP, I've been saying how this is without question going to be one of my favorite releases of the year. I really love what Pulsar did with the X2 Crazylight, and this additional colorway that's coming out here from RandomFrankP I think is a really cool and unique touch. I got his old collab that he did originally with them, and it's kind of funny, I was going back and forth and just kind of using both of these. It's kind of crazy how far along this mouse has come just with the overall weight, balance, and feeling compared to this older one. So I'm not going to go into the details of this mouse too much since I've pretty much already covered it in my channel, but I will say that everything about the feeling of this one does feel identical to the original one that I did receive. He also does have a collab with X-Raypad with these grips. And here's a look of what the grip pack looks like. Obviously it is missing two grips that I do currently have on this mouse, but I would say that these are some of my favorite grips out there. Just the feeling of them, they do give you a really sticky and grippy type of a feeling as you're using them. So I've always liked these types of grips from X-Raypad. But aside from that, everything else about the mouse does feel spot on as far as these side buttons. This also using their brand new optical switches, so you get a really nice, consistent, lightweight click, and no additional play on the left and right for mouse 1 and 2. It also does have a really nice scroll to it where it does have predefined steps, and yeah, there's not a whole lot of play on any of these buttons. Even the side buttons on this really do feel spot on. So I really like these new opticals a lot from Pulsar. They're nice and lightweight, easy to spam, and just everything about the feeling of this mouse in the hands, incredibly lightweight with the dot skates on here, and the grips looks like it is coming in around 38.3 grams, where the previous collab that he did coming in around 59 grams. So definitely notice the difference there. This is the medium version, however, and like I said, this is the X2 Crazylight, so it's modeled after the mini version or the size 1, which I do kind of prefer the scale of this myself personally anyways. So really cool, he got to come out with his own design and colorway on the X2 Crazylight. Next up, he also does have these Jade Air SE skates, and when you get a pack, it does come available with 2 sets of dots. It does come with a 0.8 millimeter set and then also a 6.5 millimeter set. I've been using the bigger ones down here on the bottom and the smaller ones up here at the top. I have been using the X-Raypad Jade skates for quite some time now, and I do have them on a bunch of different gaming mice that I do have. So just the feeling of these skates, they do offer just a really smooth glide overall, a little bit quicker than standard type of PTFE skates. So honestly, I've been really enjoying them. On top of that, they also do have a really quiet glide. They do have a foam core, but you're still able to maintain a really good sense of control, especially since they are dot skates. If you were to put more weight on your mouse or push into the mouse pad, you can get a really great sense of stopping power while using them. All right, so next up for the Ace Control mouse pad, this does come available in a couple of different sizes. My preferred size, which they did have available, is coming in at 500 millimeters in width by 500 millimeters in height. This does come rolled up, but as I did put it down on my desk, I haven't noticed any issues with it laying flat. This does come with a rubber base, but I will say, having mini pads in the past have had rubber bases, this one does feel pretty unique. I do feel like the rubber on this is a little bit softer, so it is easier to press into. And with that being said, since it is rubber, it obviously is going to have a very fast rebound. The stitching that was done all the way around the edges also does look pretty good, and it does sit slightly below the surface itself. And when it comes to the surface, this is a cloth style feeling surface, but as I am rubbing my finger across both the Y and the X axis, you do notice a little bit of a texture there. It's not going to be as heavy as something like the Hien, but I would say that it is pretty comparable to something like the Artisan Zero. And when it does come to the performance, as you can clearly tell in the name, this is a control style pad. Now, though I don't currently have the Aqua Control Plus. I did actually use those quite a bit back in the day when they did have a black and a white variant, and I would say that those pads were balanced, and they definitely did feel, from my memory, a bit quicker than this. Even though this is categorized also as being a balanced pad, I would say that is a good description that does fit it. However, it is definitely absolutely more on the controlled end of the spectrum when it does come to balance. So you could just kind of take a look here from the dynamic glide. It's got a pretty smooth glide, and I would say that it is a little bit on the slower end compared to some other types of control pads out there. You do get a really great sense of control down here in the static friction, but the one thing about this is I don't feel like this pad does feel overwhelmingly muddy. So it does still offer a really good sense of static friction, but for how controlled that this pad is, I do feel like other similar types of pads in comparison, they do give you a little bit more tugging back and forth as you're trying to make your micro adjustments, or just when you're switching directions in general. So that's one property that I really liked about this pad, even though it is still a little bit too slow for my personal preference. I always admire control pads that don't have too much static friction. So just to show you really quickly, comparing it to some of the other popular options out there, we'll start on the faster end of the spectrum for control pad with the Artisan Zero. Without question, the Ace Control all around is going to feel slower in both the static and the dynamic friction versus the Artisan Zero. And then next up, kind of a step down in speed, is the Lethal Gaming Gear Saturn Pro. And I did find in my testing that still with the Saturn Pro all around, you're gonna get the same type of experience. Even though slower than the Artisan Zero in my experience in my testing, it's still gonna be faster than the Ace Control, both in the static and the dynamic friction. I'll drop the glide test between both of them. All right, and then next up, one of the pads that I do feel like it is kind of the closest to, at least just in the overall speed category, is going to be something like the Artisan Type 99. I have brought up many times in my videos that the Artisan Type 99 does have a little bit higher feeling of static friction to me, and the dynamic glide on it does feel a little bit quicker. I almost feel like over here on the Ace Control that the dynamic and the static do feel just a little bit closer to one another, but the dynamic glide speed between both of these really not a whole lot further apart from one another. So let's go ahead and we will drop a glide test comparison. All right guys, this about wraps things up on the brand new peripherals from RandomFrankP. And being completely honest with you guys, I feel like he did just a fantastic job just with everything he decided to go with here. As I've already mentioned, X2 Crazylight, love this mouse, one of my favorite mice of the year. The skates and the grips also do feel really good, and even the design, everything about this mouse pad does feel really solid. Again, as I've already stated in this video, this is just a little bit too controlled for my personal option, but if you are somebody that is looking for something out there which is a little bit more controlled than something like the Saturn Pro, the Artisan Zero, something a little bit closer to the type of speed, even though the properties between this and the Type 99 are a little bit different. Again, it's just going to give you just overall that more controlled experience. But the feeling of the base, stickiness of it, everything has been sticking nice to my desk. I do like how quick the rebound is on it. And I genuinely think that everything that he has put out here is really solid. So if you guys do have any additional questions, or feel like I left anything out, please let me know in the comments down below. If you have enjoyed watching this video and are interested in seeing more videos like this in the future, please drop this video a like and subscribe to my channel. Thank you guys so much for watching. I look forward to seeing you in the next one.